Alright guys, welcome back to this Numpy Python tutorial series. In the last video we did a little bit of Numpy maths. In this video we are going to learn about linear algebra, and the first thing we are going to start with is matrix multiplication. So if you have two arrays or two matrices, how do you multiply them together? So to show you guys, I'm just going to create a variable a, and then I'm going to initialize a array or a matrix of ones of maybe 2 by 3. And then let's just create another matrix, the variable b, and this time I'm going to create maybe a matrix of all 2s. So I'm just going to write np.full, and then inside that I'm going to create a 3 by 2 matrices, and let's create it of 2s instead of 1s. And now to multiply both of them together, what you can do is simply do np.matmul, and that will multiply both of them together. And then inside parentheses you can just put the arrays that you want or matrices that you want to be multiplied. So I'm just going to put an a comma b. So let's print all of these three out just to see how it looks, and you'll be able to see that both of them have been multiplied. In real life, if you have ever done I'm just saying real life as if this is like virtual life. I mean, like, if you have ever used like paper and pen and did this matrix multiplication, it's actually not that easy. You have to multiply a lot of stuff, add stuff, and here using Numpy you can do it so easily. And as you can see over here, there is this A matrix, this is the B matrix that we created using the full method, and this is the multiplied matrix. The next thing we are going to learn is how to find out the determinant. If you don't know what a determinant is, it's basically the scalar value of a matrix. I'm not going to go too much deep into that. To find a determinant, I'm just going to create a simple variable a, and then I'm just going to initialize an identity matrix of 3 by 3. And then to find the determinant, you can just do np.linealg.determinant.det, and then just write the value of a over here, and that's pretty much it. So what we can do is let's actually try and print this out. So I'm just going to create a variable of b equals to, and then let's just print out b just to see how it looks. Let's click on play, and you can see that the determinant is 1 because the scalar value of an identity matrix is 1. So there are a lot more methods like this linear algebra dot determinant. So these are the various methods that are inside Numpy. There are a lot of methods that you can use. So yeah, one of these methods is finding a determinant that we used, that is over here, but obviously there are also a lot more methods. Now we are going to use this linear algebra dot solve method. So we'll have a linear equation and we are going to solve it using Numpy. So these set of linear equations are probably hard to see, but just to tell you guys, 2a plus b plus c equals to 4, and then a plus 3b plus 2c equals to 5, and the last one is a equals to 6. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the left hand side and we are going to store it in a matrix or in a variable, and then we are going to take the right hand side of 4, 5, 6, and we are also going to take it inside another variable and basically create a matrix of both of them. And then we are going to use this equation, this linear g.solve method, to solve basically our linear equation. So let's do that. So what we are going to do is 2, 1, 1. So we are just going to create a variable over here. So before we do that, let me just remove all of this stuff, and obviously all this code is also going to on GitHub, so you don't need to worry about remembering all of this. So I'm just going to create a variable a, and I'm just going to write np.array inside brackets. I'm just going to create a variable. So first line was 2, 1, 1. So if we go back to our equation, it says 2a plus 1b plus 1c. I know that 1 is not written, but when it's not written, you can just assume that it's 1. On the second line is 1a plus 3b plus 2c, so 1, 3, 2. So we are going to do that. So I'm just going to put a comma, and I'm just going to go to the next line, and then you can just put down the next line, 1, 3, 2, and then the last line is just a equals to 6. So this basically means 1, 0, 0, because there is no value of b and there is no value of c, but there is value of a, that is 1. So for the last one, we are just going to write simply 1, 0, 0. Now let's just enclose this with another bracket over here, and then we are just going to save another variable of b, and inside this we are going to save the right hand side, that is the 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to write np.array again, and inside our square brackets I'm just going to write 4, 5, 6. So now that we have the left hand side and the right hand side, we can use our linear solving method to solve this equation. So I'm just going to create another variable called solution equals to, and then np.linealg.solve, and then we can just input our variables over here, and Numpy will do all the hard work for us and basically print out the solution. So let me actually also print out the values of a and b just so that you guys can see what they look like. Now let's print out this b variable. And now you can see that we had our A matrix, we had our B matrix, and this is the final solution that we got of linear equation. So guys, solving linear equations is actually pretty easy in Numpy. You just need to find an equation and then just put the values in the matrix. Just take the left hand side and the right hand side and put them in different matrices in different variables, and then you can solve them using this linear g.solve. And this link I'll be also adding inside the code, so you don't need to worry about remembering this line. And if ever you have any kind of equation, make sure you come back to this and have a look at different methods there are, because there are a lot of methods. We also use this mat_mult method, but there are a lot of methods that you can use for vectors, for linear algebra, for solving equations, for proving equations and stuff like that. So guys, this was pretty much it for this video. In the next video, we are going to learn something about statistics, how to find the mean, the max, the min, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is pretty much it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.